Hi guys, I'm Robyn from GrillGirl.com, and if you're watching this video, then you are most likely the brand new owner of a big green egg, and I want to say welcome to the family. I've been grilling on an egg since 2010. It's so much fun. I love cooking on the egg, and here's some things I want to show you, things I've learned over the years that are going to help you have a great experience and get started on your egg. Before you go to use your egg, always remember to take your ash removal tool and stir around any excess charcoal you have at the bottom, and this is gonna get all the ash that may have collected and move it down to the bottom. And this is all about maintaining proper airflow for your egg, which ultimately leads to temperature control, right? So make sure you have one of these ash collector pans. You can remove your ash out, and this is gonna make sure that your egg is clean and ready to go so you can have an awesome cook. Okay, now there's so many different ways to light your charcoal. I've tried them all. You've come home from the big green egg dealer. Chances are they may have talked you into one of their ways to light your charcoal, which could be the electric lighter, the loop lighter, lighter cubes. My favorite way to start your coals is by using the J.J. George grill torch. You just need to buy one of these small canisters of propane, turn it on, light it up, put this over your coals for 1 minute. That's all you need to do. 10 minutes later, your coals will be ready to grill on. First things first, charcoal. You want to make sure you are using lump charcoal. Never use briquettes. Never use lighter fluid. Check out my other video on the charcoal to use for your egg, and I dig into that a little bit more. And what you want to do is when you are grilling, in your fire pot, there's a line. Big Green Egg uses that as guidance for how much charcoal to use, looking for the line in your fire pot. I will tell you, you don't always have to use that much charcoal. If you're just doing burgers, you're going to use less. Obviously, you're doing a brisket, you're going to need more. So as you learn the egg, you'll really start to understand how much charcoal you really use. So one thing to keep in mind is that the Big Green Egg uses a lot less charcoal than other grills based on its ability to maintain its temperature. So just keep that in mind when you put your charcoal in. Another thing you need to know about when using your egg is that it will need to be burped. Your new big green baby needs to be burped, and it's just a part of life when you're an egg owner. When you're grilling with the egg, sometimes what can happen is the heat builds up and you go to open the lid and there's a big flame ball effect, and for the sake of not losing your eyebrows or the hair on your arms, remember to burp your egg. So all you need to do is, before you fully open the lid, just give it a little burp, just like that. And that's it. Remember to burp your egg. So let's just back up for a second and remember that the egg runs on charcoal, and what fuels charcoal is the air or the oxygen, and the way that we give the egg oxygen is through the vents. So we have a top vent and a bottom vent. So remember, when you're lighting your charcoal, you're gonna have the lid open and you want both vents wide open to let that air in and get your coals started. But once you have your coals going and you're ready to start grilling, you're gonna close the lid and you're gonna start fine-tuning your vents. And what I recommend is, for the bottom vent, you're gonna have this screen. You can close the screen. This is gonna keep any ash from coming out. But for the actual door to the vent, I recommend an inch or even a little less, and keeping it an inch or less opening and then not touching it. And then what you want to do is use your daisy wheel, that's the top vent, as your temperature control. And this is really where you can fine tune the temperature on your egg, is by making your larger adjustments on the daisy wheel with finer adjustments on the bottom. So as you look to tune in the temperature on your egg, use the daisy wheel as your guide. It doesn't mean you won't touch the bottom, but I recommend getting this to about an inch and really doing your major adjustments on the daisy wheel. Now that we've covered temperature management on your egg, let's talk about actually grilling on your egg. I want to remind you that when you go to grill on the egg, you always want to keep your lid closed. There's an expression, if you're looking, it's not cooking. So let's say, for example, you're going to cook some burgers. Remember to close the lid. This is how the egg is going to cook your food convection style. If you cook with the lid open, all that's gonna do is give your coals more oxygen, which is gonna make your fire hotter, but it's also not going to allow your food to cook convection style, which is the beauty of cooking in an egg. So don't forget to close the lid when you're grilling, because that's how the egg works. We want to get an oven convection style environment going for the food that you're cooking in the egg. So like I said, if you're looking, it's not cooking. Remember to close the lid on your egg before you start grilling. And if you found value in this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I've got some other videos that will help you on your way on the egg to learn how to get started on the egg, charcoal for the egg, all the best accessories for the egg. So definitely check those out, and it's gonna have you grilling like a pro in no time. I'll see you guys in the next video.